Shalom Akim, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Yahbashim Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash or Kodash Rakah, Barakathum Akim. Shalom to the apostles of Great Millstone and Shalom, and it's double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone and Shalom to the Akim that push your word out in truth and sincerity. This video is entitled, Cowards, Reprobates, and the Super Bowl, Philadelphia. Just want to briefly touch on this guy, calls himself McQuarrie. It's nothing but a guy in our camp, reprobate, void of the Holy Spirit. He lacks discretion and wisdom. He's rebellious. He has no order, especially no patience. And he's full of envy. Okay, so get 25, 26 and 5. He made another video, slandering a brother in our camp, Yakauba, and that's what he's known for doing. When he forgets to tell you that he's a liar, he lied on us brothers, did a video lying on us, never repented from it, came to our camp, the so-called make amends, want to tell us that they're going to repent for what they did, do like a response video and repent. They lied to our face and they never did it, and here we go again with him slandering brothers in the camp, You got it.
Oh, yes. Yeah, and just real quick, I just want to say he's all about Yahweh Shema Shai, but that's not according to Yahweh Shema Shai. If you're going to do so-called the work, which he's not doing, but if you're going to do the work, keep it to that. He just wants to do nothing but slander and talk all kinds of manners of evil.
Kind of all that he's doing, we've been with him. We seen right through him. We seen the spirit, the prideful spirit and the demon that he has on him. We see right through him. He's just a young guy, that's headstrong. He doesn't have any order. He wants to make his own decisions. And everything he does is in vainglory. He's vainglorious. He just seeks attention. And
real quick precept. This is Proverbs 10:18. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool. And he hideth his hatred because he really truly hates us, and he does it by his lying lips. And if you coming with our testimony against his testimony, you're gonna find out that he was nothing more than a liar.
So you can read this.
This is book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 5, and it reads, "There be three things that mine heart feareth, and for the fourth I was sore afraid, the slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death."
So why would we waste our time in joining together with you, man? But you sound just like a guy that got kicked out before, man, in the same spirit. Which you haven't been around long enough, to have any experience or wisdom, and the scriptures say always take counsel, which you don't do. You just go off your own spirit, and then you try to justify by saying, oh, it's in the name of the Most High and His Son, knowing damn well that's your own, ideas or your own, you just want to go on your own accord, and not follow orders, then you try to seem like to everybody else that's watching, you try to seem like you're sincere and that's your brother. Meanwhile, you're slandering brothers, you lying on them, and you causing division, okay? And you got a guy out there that's supposed to be a leader that's not a leader, that's not correcting you. And we see guys in his camp just falling off left and right. He got fallouts in his camp that join up with him, and then they fall out, or something happens. So the whole camp is out of order. They're not in the spirit. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. There's no order, and that's why you with that guy, man. And that's why the folly is just continuing on with you guys, man. And that's this whole thing. It stated to gathering it together of an unruly multitude. We know that you ain't right, so why the hell would we join with you, man? And who the hell told you They give an edict that this is what we got to do. We got to go to a parade of a bunch of goddamn clowns and buffoons, man, and make ourselves look like fucking jackasses.
Yeah, basically he said that there was never going to be a day like this again, which that's a lie, because there are prophecies in the scriptures that tells you that the RFID microchip is going to be implemented. That's going to be more than 3 million people. They're going to gather together to receive something. So he put out that was a false prophecy. He didn't say it was a prophecy, but he made it seem like that this was the end all be all to go out and preach. He was in the midst of total confusion, and he edified no one. All right, the purpose of us doing these videos is to edify. And he doesn't understand how to properly do that.
Kanye also goes that he lacks faith. You know, he thinking this dude literally thinks or thought he was going to go out there and condemn 3 million people. Like how you even get around that? You was going to individually go to everybody and condemn them. The stupidity is astounding, man. You know, again, he's just headstrong and he's all about himself, man. We see right through you, man. We was here at a council where we seen that demon on you, man. That's still on you. Is growing day by day. You know? You don't have the spirit and you lack serious discretion, man. So read that again.
Okay. This is Book of Ecclesiasticus 26 and 5. There be 3 things that mine heart feared, and the fourth I was sore afraid: the slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All of these are worse than death.
Yeah, and that's what you did, false accusation amongst the brothers in the camp. And you did a video about the brother, you know, Yakaba. I mean, like, come on, man. You making yourself manifest, man, and you keep continually doing it.
Exodus 20 and 16. This is Exodus 20 and 16, and it reads, "Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor."
And again, that's what he's been doing, man, bearing false witness against us, man. Okay, which he's supposed to be this super duper Israelite. You know, he was at a council where, you know, he had so much pride that he knew everything. You know, in a matter of like the months he'd been in the truth, he knew everything. He could break down everything. But when it came to it, he couldn't break down anything. He didn't know anything. You know, and after that, he made false accusations against brothers, man. Lies. 23.
Right, and he didn't repent.
He didn't repent.
He backpedaled.
After he was found to be at fault, he never repented, man. You know, and I don't know if you want to bring this up when he came to our camp and he just stood back like 20 feet away. Yeah, you calling the brother a coward, which that time frame when he told you was from years ago.
Yeah, it's 9 years ago, and that's before I even knew the
Right.
scriptures.
That was a testimony from the brother. All right. And it was actually a testimony to encourage other younger brothers that's been in the truth for a couple of years to get with. And that's like an order that was set out by the apostles, that if you've been in this truth for a little while, to get with brothers that's already been in the truth. And that's what his testimony was all about. His testimony was about, like, look, he didn't fit ready. And then when he seen us go out there, then he said, okay, I'm ready.
And this whole thing that he was ready. Yeah. That was his whole mindset. Oh, I'm ready. I'm gonna do this. I can do this. When it came to it, you wasn't ready. Yeah. You know? And you basically condemned us for trying to give you advice, man. And again, you lack serious patience, man. You didn't have you was envious of this brother right here to my left, Amafba. You know, again, he had patience. He didn't just come into the camp and was speaking. That's what you wanted. You just nothing but a guy who's out there for vainglory. You just you're doing it for your own self. You know? You don't understand what this thing's really about, man. You going out there at a damn parade, you just out there because you think it's all about condemning the so-called white man. That's all you. That's you. Not you were in that same spirit, man. You obviously don't watch the apostles. They already spoke about that. Brothers already spoke about that, man. Being that in that spirit, just to go out to condemn the so-called white man. You know, it's more. That's like a speck of this truth, man. Going out there and preaching, man. It's all about being. First of all, you gotta be a part of your elect, man, and you got to go through the works of being the elect, man. You gotta go through the hell, man. You know, you got to go through the experience, the trials and tribulations, something that you don't know about, man. That you don't understand, that you seem to forget. You think it's all. Oh, I'm just go out there and condemn the white man. I'm gonna go out there every single day. You know, what is that going to accomplish? You know.
Got a precept. This is book of Sirach 7 and 12, and it reads, "Devise not a lie against thy brother, neither do the like to thy friend."
And that's a heinous crime. That's an offense, man. You know, and that's what you done, man. You cause strife among the camp, even the camp that you rebelliously went to, man. Without order, you know, without counsel, man. You did that on your own accord, man, and you make them look bad. And the guy in your camp is supposed to be a leader ain't say shit about it. He just let it happen because he's not a damn leader, man. You know, he got no backbone, man. Yo, we don't know who the leader of that camp is, man.
No, it's all right.
It continues on. It continues on, verse 13. "Use not to make any matter of lie, for the custom thereof is not good." All right. And I mean, you know, you clearly make it a habit, of course, to lie. All right. To lie, of course, you know, amongst the Akim of Great Millstone. All right. You know, and, you know, you clearly do not follow, of course, any orders given by the elders and apostles anyway. So really, you know, you shouldn't be going out there talking about you giving double honors to the elders and apostles, because you don't even respect the brotherhood which Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Yahushai set up this brotherhood. All right. And he's, of course, our head of all of this that you see. All right. So if you are not, of course, in any good standing with the brothers of Great Millstone, and of course on to, of course, the elders, you know, you should just you know, go off and do whatever you want to do, and keep us out of anything that you going and participating in, because we have, of course, other things to do to cover. All right, you know, and then to be sitting there worried about you going out there, trying to, of course, seem like you're so righteous because you was out there on the you know, at the Eagles parade, you know, of course, preaching and such. All right, we, of course, got our appointed times to, of course, do this work. All right, we, of course, do the studio shows and we work.
No, I was gonna say, if you see the footage of the stuff of the aftermath of the Super Bowl, you know, or there was the aftermath of the Super Bowl during the win, you know, that it's really unwise to even go out there and then to go out during the parade, like it's not wise, man. It's totally folly, you know. And there's nothing wrong with just cursing this shit out right here, you know, because there's no point, you know. There was no point of that. Yeah, no edification. It was unwise. It had nothing to do with being cowardly. Yeah, yep. And one, we didn't want to get with you any damn way, you know, because one, you're not a man of the Lord, okay, and like you said, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Well, guess what? You're not of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
That's right. I got the Exodus. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go into this word custom. All right.
And then we're gonna get into the folly of these people. Like I said, we're gonna get into the folly of these people for this damn parade. You know, because these people are fucking ridiculous, man. There's no, I don't know, yo, are you gonna bring that article out about what causes people to act that way? I think so, because there's no reason, man. It just shows you that this is a spirit of Babylon, a spirit of Satan, the spirit of just folliness and foolishness. Because there's no reason anybody should act that way, okay? After a damn win. And the Eagles aren't the only ones that do this. Philly ain't the only place to do this, but fucking, I hate Philly fans, man. I just want to say that. And just to follow these people, man, they're not concerning themselves with the World War III. They're all, what, I don't even know how many people there. They said it was expected 4 million people or so. The number kept changing. But none of those people are concerned with the thermonuclear destruction, you know? But there's no point to even fucking go there because they're just going to be concerned with that, man.
What's the analogy you use? It's like preaching at a...
It's like preaching at a party or a strip club, man. You know, like it was a complete waste of time, man. Kind. And he's such a super duper prophet. He stated that he's going to mark 3 million, or how many people is there?
Well, he's not spiritual.
People are already marked for judgment, man. Who the hell are you, man, to say that, to make that type of statement? You know? Kind.
All right, going back to the Sirach 7, and that'd be 13, right? So I'm gonna read it again and then go into that word custom, which I mentioned. So it says, "Use not to make any matter of lie, for the custom thereof is not good." And when you go into the word custom, it's a habitual practice, the usual way of acting in given circumstances. Habits are uses collectively. All right. So, you know, you, of course, Makwa, all right, you make it a habit to, of course, bring up, of course, false witness against the brothers, all right, and this truth, all right, you know, who actually are doing this work, all right, you know, bringing up all this accusation with watching ordering pay-per-views on Shabbats and all of that, and we getting lineups and all of that, you know, John Jones fights and all of that, you know. So you have of course a history of lying, all right? You know, you have a history of it, okay? And it's following you. And I mean, if any of you you know, you sincere brothers are actually watching his videos and such, you need to, of course, to take notice of this dude's his actions, all right, his works, all right? He's not sincere, all right? He's putting on an act here, and you can clearly see it, all right? That's right. If you, of course, have any discernment and such, he's a reprobate, all right? He's void of judgment, because he can't even go, oh, that's not the time to go out, to go I want to go get together all the brothers. That's not even good with you? Of course, you know, like what, two be, what is it? Okay,
2 or 2 walk together unless they be in agree. That's Amos, I believe.
Yeah, you know, so, you know, if we not in agreement, you know, we are one body, all right? So we not going to go walk together with Makwa. We're not under you, all right? And you into rebuking elders and all of that too. You know, you ain't into any order. All right. So, you know, you never had any rank anyway to be making any decisions anyway. All right.
Con, this is real quick. Romans 16 and verse 17. It says, "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses." And that's what he did, man. Like, if I found out, you know, you got a brother, you know, lying on other brothers, I couldn't associate myself with him. That's just me. I just wouldn't feel right, you know? Like, my whole perspective of you changed just because of that. Just because you lying on us, you know? Making shit up. Like, who does the same shit? The scoffers do, man. The scorners do. And you're nothing more than them. By doing what you did, man, you associated yourself with a scoffer and scorner, man. You know, by lying on brothers, man. And again, you did it yesterday too by putting up that damn video, man. You know, just because you was all in your feelings, man. The brother was giving you a rebuke and, you know, and sound doctrine, man, sound wisdom and correction, and you took it as an attack, you know. And what did you do again? You went and made a video slandering, you know. And then we see that's what you're good for.
Right, yeah. When he made the little video, you know, I didn't take it as a attack. I took it more so as just slander, because he really doesn't have any authority or any works. He hasn't even been tried or tested for me to even be in my feelings. So we're just doing this video so brothers can beware of this guy. If you're trying to join a Great Millstone camp in the Philadelphia area, you come to us on Market Street between 10th and 11th Street. truth, and we follow the orders of the apostles, the elders of the ministry. You go with that other guy, you're going to be pretty much going to really do what you want, and you'll probably go out like 3 days a week, physically out in the street, but you're not going to be saying much. You'll be full of words, but it's going to be no matter about it, because he doesn't know the scriptures. And as you progress in the truth, you're not going to know the scriptures either, because he doesn't know. And the scriptures say that it's blind leading the blind, your both falls in the ditch. You need to have the Holy Spirit, or the scriptures. Don't follow that. What I'm saying, as the hopeful elect, is follow us. Don't follow Makwa and the rest of his goons.
God. This is Proverbs 4:7, and it reads, "Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding."
Yeah, so, I texted him back and forth, which I was trying to give him advice, and he couldn't take it, man, because he had no understanding, man. He couldn't understand why I was telling him that, or the advice I was trying to give him, or the video that the brother made, man.
Yeah, another thing too, on his slander, on that video where basically I had the brother you called on the title, really the other brothers were giving you advice not to go out, but yet you just pinpointed your call. And then you're always talking about how, his name's always in his mouth. But yeah, you just look, this was a joint thing to not go with you. All right. So, you're just targeting that one brother, man, because you have you have an evil eye on that brother, because even this brother over here was giving you advice on the matter.
And you talking about you wanted everybody to come. Ain't nobody was with you, man.
Yeah, no, yeah.
These Con. They should have just whatever they was doing. You should have got on them. You should have condemned them.
Yeah, why do you make a video rebuking the guys that didn't go out with him?
Con. Exactly. That's the point.
Because I called him out, so he has an evil eye against me.
Yep.
But he really has an evil eye against all the brothers. Yep. I didn't make the rules, I didn't make the order of it. I just talked about it. Yep. And that's how niggas act.
Con.
He blames the messenger, not the person that made the rules and regulations.
Con.
Yeah, precept. This is Sirach 8:8, and it reads, "Despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. For of them thou shalt learn instruction, and how to serve great men with ease."
And that was plain to the point, man. But he don't get it, man. He'll read that all day, but
yeah, read that last part again. Read that last part again.
It says,
All these scriptures, before I speak, I apply to myself.
Yep, exactly.
I apply to myself. If I don't, I'll be
Yeah, exactly. How can you take the beam out of your eye or a beam out of a brother's eye if there's a mote in your eye? You got that? Oh, it's all right. It's go ahead.
yeah, it's all about the application. Not just saying this and that, and just reading scriptures and not applying it, man. There's no point.
Man, I just gotta say this, man. Some of the scriptures he be bringing out, I don't even know what his point is, man. If you think this guy has a spirit, man, just watch how the way he brings out the precepts. You'd be like, what? How does that even apply to what the message that he's trying to put out? Yeah, the topic, But yeah, read that last part again. He has a problem with this.
It says, "And how to serve great men with ease."
And how to serve great men with ease. How to serve great men with ease. He has a problem with serving great men. He doesn't want to serve the apostles. He doesn't want to serve men that the apostles set up. So fuck this guy, man.
God. And it says, verse 9, "Miss not the discourse of elders, for they also learn of their fathers.
Wow.
And of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer as need requireth."
Yeah, exactly. And if you notice, all these guys that fall out, man, and even guys that's been in for 10 years and fall out, they still try to what? They try to usurp authority over the apostles that have many, many years in this thing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We're not saying that we're great, but we are saying that we're seasoned,
How long you been in
It's about to be close to on the other side. Yeah, summertime. So
Yeah. So 7 months.
We've been in this 9+ years, and we've been approved by the elders and apostles.
Exactly. Yeah.
Still, that's not good enough for them.
Yeah. We've understood correction from the apostles. We've listened to the apostles' order. We try to maintain that order. So this guy just trying to skip the process.
it's all a process. It's all about being built up. Again, he's a instant Israelite, you know, a microwave Israelite, where he just want it right now.
Microwave Israel, yeah.
You know, it don't work like that, buddy.
You don't want to be slow cooked.
Kind. You know, he just want it now. You know, he's in that phase where he thinks it's just all about condemning the so-called white man.
Yeah, wine comes
You know?
better with age. Wine comes better
Kind.
with age.
That's why he's supposed to be under teachers. Just like in my beginning, I went under teachers so I can learn the proper way. I didn't just go out on my own. I went under teachers.
And that's
teachers
all he
and
was
tutors,
telling you, man.
and I learned.
But you didn't have the patience. You couldn't take that. You know,
You're an apprentice right now.
everything takes time, man.
But nobody wants to take you up now. But nobody wants to take you
Kind.
up now. Because he thinks he's a master.
Yeah.
I got that Proverbs. This is Proverbs 6 and verse 16. It reads, "These 6 things doth the Lord Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood." Verse 18, "And a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief." Continuing on, it says, "A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth."
So wait a minute, you talking about Yahweh Shem Shah this and that, but it just said the Lord hate liars, man. And what did you do? You know,
He keep trying to reinforce that lie that I'm a coward and I didn't
Exactly.
go out, which he knows like 10% of the what I told him. He don't know the other 90%, but he used that 10% to slander, and then he tried to make it believable by saying he has a witness.
You know, how do you think Yahweh Shem Shah feels that you're a liar? He just said that he hates you, man. And what did it say? It says, and this is what you specifically did: a false witness that speaketh lies. You did that, man. So how can you say you in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah, man? But you only use that to cover what you want to do. We see right through you, man. It says, a false witness that speaketh lies, and him that soweth discord among brethren. You did exactly that, man. So how can you say the Lord is dealing with you?
He did a whole lesson based on the fact that we just didn't want to go out with the dude and called us cowards. Now we're just doing a rebuttal video pretty much because you're defaming our character, man. And like you did the first video, like you fucking did the first video, defaming our characters. Now we got to come back again, you know. And we don't want to stay too much on you because really, you're damn near just as bad as these people right here on the freaking on this video. Yeah, exactly, exactly. You're a reveler. So. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, Proverbs 20:23.
Oh, I got it. It's Proverbs 20 and this is Proverbs 23 and 20. And it reads, "Be not among winebibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh."
Yeah, and that's what you want to be amongst. You know, people that's not basically zombies, man. You want to be amongst zombies. You know, mindless individuals, man. That whole attention is diverted to a fucking goddamn parade, man. A fucking float that's carrying football players and the goddamn trophy. You know, like what's the point of going there and trying to so-called condemn or so-called preach, what you call it? You know, there's no point when everybody out there is there for a goddamn free beer. You know, it's a fucking party, man. You know, what the fuck do you expect? Do you to see when you go down there, man?
It's like trying to preach at work or something, you know?
Kind.
Like where does it end, man? Where are you gonna stop not preaching at, man?
Kind, exactly. you know, man. But you don't know how to. Give me 2 Timothy
Another thing too,
2:15.
if you all remember, on September 26, 2015, that's when the Pope came, and that was on a Saturday. Well, it was wise not to go out because they shut the whole city down. There's no reason to be. Then they're doing bag checks and all that shit. Yeah, there was no reason to go down there, man. And we did a studio show and cursed the devil out that way, you know. But yeah, I mean that's yeah.
This is this is 2 Timothy 2:15. Okay, and it reads, "Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High."
And you damn sure not studied, man. Okay. Yeah. Yep. So you damn sure not studied, man. Okay, and that's proven. You know, you're just the guy who just wanted that just wanted right there and then. You know, who want to be seen amongst the people, man. Amongst the men that's watching you. You know, you're all about the name. You know, you want to be the next biggest thing.
Right.
You know, that's all you're about.
Right. Yeah. When he made the little video, I didn't take it as a attack. I took it more so as just slander, because he really doesn't have any authority or any works. He hasn't even been tried or tested for me to even be in my feelings. So we're just doing this video so brothers can beware of this guy. If you're trying to join a Great Millstone camp in the Philadelphia area, you come to us on Market Street between 10th and 11th Street.
Oh yeah, continue.
It says, reading back from the top, 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself because, again, you're a damn liar, man. You know, you obviously skimmed over those scriptures, man, where it tells you not to lie on another, man. And that's what you clearly did, you know, and you never repented from it. You know, you spoke about us in one video, and you talking about you don't know what happened between us. You know damn sure what happened, and that's why you got tripped up in your words.
Every time we say specifically what happens, he never answers it. He tries to run somewhere else and speak about something else on how I'm a coward. What else can he say? Well, then we shape up John's fights. So he just moved. He got like 4 points. He moves around on. And can't prove brothers that he's supposedly cool with, didn't even come out with him. Yeah, why did he make a video rebuking the guys that didn't go out with him? Well, like the brother said, he has because I called him out, so he has an evil eye against me. But he really has an evil eye against all the brothers, because I didn't make the rules up, I didn't make the order up. I just talked about it. He refuses to digest it. That's really his only problem. He doesn't understand the scriptures. Just from him not knowing the scripture, he descends into a whole bunch of other evils.
God. This is Exodus 23:1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness.
Right, we're dealing with enough slander from people that really like hated and wish we were dead. Now we got a guy that was supposedly at one time a brother slandering us. So he's making it easier for the wicked to slander us. That's why he's making this video, to have a clear difference, make a clear difference between Plaintables Camp, Great Millstone, and Makwa, Lamai, and those other Babylonians that don't understand the scriptures.
Okay. Back to the Timothy's. Ephesians. This is Ephesians 5:15. And it reads, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise."
That's plain, man. Like I don't even got to break that down. And yeah,
His sentence structure is crazy. So that's a very basic.
He doesn't even know basic words like the difference between. You don't know basic words like the difference between repent and backpedal. But yeah, maybe even though it's so easy to understand, man, he might need to break it down even more.
Con, that's right. Yeah, you know, going into words, you need to, of course, be well learned and trained. You know, our elders and apostles at Great Millstone, they actually, of course, they put into us and instill in us, of course, to be well studied, to look into the words and meanings of words, of course, so that you could be sharp when you're actually out here on the highways and hedges doing this work. All right, also when you're going out to teach, you looking like a straight fool right there. You know, because when we bring out this definition, you gonna see a condemnation right there. All right, you know. And you refuse to actually look up words, all right? And that's coming, of course. Yeah, that's coming to bite you, all right? People, of course, if you have any spiritual bone within you, if you see this man, you gonna see nothing but darkness. It's nothing but a dark cloud. If you got this, you got a spiritual eye, you can see that, you know. This man don't have the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai upon him, but he wants to claim it. You know,
this is real simple here, just to get out the way, because he made a statement saying backpedaling and repenting is the same thing, you know, which is clearly not. But if you was learned, or if you just looked up words, you would know that. So the word backpedal means, which he did, you know, he made a statement about you can't watch sports, you know, and then he made a response video to what he said, and he said that you can, or whatever you were saying. So the word backpedal means to change an opinion that you had expressed before, or do something different from what you have said you would do. And that's what he clearly did. He backpedaled. And the word repent, just to keep it real simple, on Google, feel express sincere regret or remorse about one's wrongdoing or sin. And that's exactly what it means. Clearly two different words with different meanings, you know. So again, you found to not know certain things, especially the scriptures and words.
Professes to know.
Exactly.
Rock 3:25 says, "Enough eye must on him light." Profess not the knowledge, therefore that thou hast not. That's him to see. He's speaking about the scriptures, but doesn't have an understanding. And our job is to steer you away from wicked evildoers like that.
Yeah, and make mention real quick. He thought that some magical binder that this guy Lamad had, he thought it was gonna like make him a super duper prophet, you know. And again, it ain't about that, man. You know, it's about patience and progress.
Right. Well, Lamar can't even speak up when something's wrong. So how's he teaching like the scriptures? When something's bothering him, he can't even speak up. He has to go out in the streets and teach the gospel of how much you know shot. That's been proven. Now, a guy that's constantly asking you for confirmation on what the scripture means, or is this what you meant, that guy doesn't know the scriptures. Every 4 minutes, oh, is this a scripture you're talking about? Is this a scripture you're talking about? This scripture you're talking about? I just gave it a 30-second or 2-minute dissertation explaining exactly what I was explaining the prophecy or a breakdown or something. And then every 2 to 4 minutes, he's bumping me in the arm, asking me, this is scripture you're talking about. Now, I thought it was like innocent, and he's innocent ignorant. Now, looking back on him, like he doesn't know the scriptures. That's the reason why he's always wanting confirmation.
Yeah, and then
Lamar talking about brother with glasses, he doesn't know the scriptures either.
and after he kicked himself out the camp, we found out that this dude don't have the spirit, man.
Yeah, he's tough.
This dude is, you know. Well, the brother, he knew that, but after, because he was like a good brother amongst us, man. And after he kicked himself out the camp, and we found out he had no spirit, man. You know, he ain't had no perspicacity, man. You know, when he came to our camp recently, not too long ago, he couldn't. He was in the same spirit where he couldn't make a decision.
Right, in between.
And we already knew what his decision already was. Con. Yeah. I think 15. It might be, or up more above. Also get John 4:1. Come.
Yeah, I've never heard so many I don't know, I'm not sure from a whole background.
But this is supposed to be his leader.
Yeah.
John, this is Revelations 3:15, and it reads, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
You gotta put that Scottish accent on it. And that's plain, man. And the guy Lamar just couldn't make a decision, even though we seen every step you was gonna take anyway, man. You know, through the spirit, we seen it. We seen it. You know, and kind, yeah. Yep. We seen everything, man. That was gonna happen through the spirit.
You don't never hear him say that on camera.
Kind.
This is this is you want John 4:1 first? This is John 4:1. It says, when therefore the Lord knew how the Pharisees had heard. Okay, all right. I was gonna say, I was like, all right. So this is 1 John 4:1. It says, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, where they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world.
And not to brag or boast or anything, you know, being humble, we on a level to try your spirit, man. And you're not on that level. And again, we seeing right through you, man. Something that you don't understand, you know. We seen the pride that you had. We seen the spirit you was coming in that wasn't of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay, and we are all witnesses to it, man. Okay.
So this is pretty simple, real quick. This is Matthew 5:37. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. So yes or no, you know, yeah, because even like these guys, man, they're on the fence. You know, instead of just coming out and saying, you know, what's bothering them, or coming out and saying that, look, I don't want to be a part of the Great Millstone Philadelphia camp, then just say it. But they do it in a roundabout way. A coward. They want to call us cowards, but what he did, the way he left the camp, was cowardly. Exactly. You know what I mean? To even leave the way he did was a coward move. You know? Yeah.
This is Proverbs 23:9, and it reads, speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words.
Yeah, and that's like us going down to the fucking parade and shit. You know, speaking to the ears. The scriptures said don't do that, man. You know? Clear and to the point, man. Don't do that. Again, you out there just for vainglory. You're vainglorious, man. You know? Keep going.
They got a precept on that too.
God. And it reads, verse 10, remove not the old landmarks and enter not into the... Yes, like.
All right. So now we're going to go back on the Super Bowl, you know, for a little bit here. So this is Proverbs 10:23. It is as sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom. So it is as a sport to a fool to do mischief, right? And when you look at the word mischief, it says playful misbehavior or troublemaking. Harm or trouble caused by someone or something. So these people, if you watch these videos, man, they're nothing but causing mischief, you know, and they make a sport out of it. And it's funny that the cause of this mischief was from a sport, you know. So you know, you just had these Philly fans doing all kinds of crazy shit. These reprobate people, you know. These people are reprobate, man. There's no way to get through to these people, you know. Especially when the majority of these people are acting like this are Edomites. You know, the majority of these crazy ass fucking people are Edomites. Then you got your wicked of the 2/3 up in there. You know.
Follow the Esau, man. You know, we got countless videos that we watching this Edomites and fucking Jake that's following at the Esau is basically rioting, tearing down the fucking city, man.
There's no reason to act like that, man.
Kind acting like a fucking animal. That's why martial law is coming, man. Concentration camps.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's all right.
This is one more for.
This is Galatians 5:25, and it reads, "If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit." All right, this is verse 24, Galatians 5:24. "And they that are in Hamashiach have crucified the flesh with the affections, and lusts."
Yeah, cuz so obviously you going out there was a damn lust to get your goddamn reputation up, you know, to please the eyes of men, you know. Kind.
Reads on, and it says, what, verse 25? All right, verse 25, Galatians 5:25. "If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another."
And that's you to a T, man. Come on now. Read that again.
God, it says, God.
That's a gift that you receive from the Yahweh Shah. You can't just create it. That's a gift. It's given to you. You can't create it just because you have works, but you don't really have it.
That's right. Reading back verse 26. Let us be desirous let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another.
Okay. Now going into the back to the Super Bowl and the folly of it. We can get you.
Is Jeremiah 16:5. "For thus saith the Lord, enter not into the house of mourning, neither go to lament." Slacky, you know what? Hold up.
Which is a crime.
That day was a day of great folly. So he went out to preach to men that were drunk.
Con, you never know, they could have staged a terrorist attack and then blame your ass. You know, and you put yourself in that situation. You know, and then you're gonna try to justify with the scriptures. You know?
Which he doesn't know or understand.
All right. So this is Ecclesiastes 7:2. "It is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to heart." I'm going to jump down to verse, well, I'm just going to keep reading. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools in the house of mirth. And that right now, Philly's in the house of mirth right now. All right? They're literally in mirth. Okay? And now, with that being said, right, all the...
God, like we doing the work right now. All right?
Yeah, is he going to condemn us for that? For doing a studio show now?
And watch the parade and such, you know. Yeah, I mean, you got a parade on, All right, but you actually gave us something, a topic, of course, to edify, more on, all right, all of the different foolishness that goes about, in the city and such, So, and we actually doing real edification. You doing some rebuke out there, because I seen the video. You doing rebuke and unrighteousness. You're not even on any level to even be judging. All right. Yeah, the whole time. Talking about When you see that video that you did, what that he did, it's like the bull Makwa. You gonna see, that he just trying to rebuke us, saying like, we ain't come out there and such. And then, when you go in the comment boards and all that, he's over there, you got people that, of course, that also, some may be reprobate, others may just be not in the know, that just behind him and such, and this dude's, he's a demon, all right? He's a devil, he's a deceiver. He puts out false witness on all the Akim, all right? So like I said, watch out for this dude, stay away from this dude, all right? Yeah, why would anybody want any association with a guy like that who refused to, of course, to repent? All right, he refused to, of course, he refused to acknowledge any, of course, of his wickedness. All right, he don't want to give any sincere apologies to the men of the Lord whom he claims us to be. All right, still he claims us as a title. Oh, the Plain Tables camp, supposed to be the men of the Lord. Well, you need to deal with us accordingly, all right, in a brotherly fashion, all right, and not rebuking elders. And you haven't even learned that, all right. But you'll learn it when Yahweh Shem Yahshua send you your judgment, all right, because that judgment is coming, all right. We're coming in that time of the Pesach, or the Passover, all right. A lot of people get destroyed and fall out, like the ball. You go into the history and such.
Yeah, if you wanted to touch on it, God kicked himself out the camp, during the Passover. Yep. And talking about him not having the spirit, he couldn't see that. He kicked himself out the camp on the Pesach. And the brother Debak in our camp, he said like a week before it even happened that around this time, brothers fall out. And then that same week, he kicked himself out. But he didn't have enough spirit to see that. Or wisdom. That, damn, wait a minute, I just got kicked myself out during the Passover. That the Most High got rid of you, he kicked you out of our camp. Oh, yeah, I got it. You done with it?
Yeah, I'm done. I mean, I got precept if you want it, sifting, but
I don't even know.
Nah, you good.
This is Romans chapter. You can read that.
This is Amos 9:9, and it reads, "For lo, I command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve."
Yeah, and that's scary, man. You gotta think about that, man. And you like, damn, that could be my ass. You gotta think about this. That's a scary ass scripture, man, that he's reading. If you learn, you will understand that's fucking frightening. That's terrifying to even read. That you gonna have the Most High gonna sift guys out, man. You want to get rid of guys, man. And you gotta have in your mind, you gotta have your mind in subjection, man. You gotta get yourself right. That's a frightening process, and that's happening right now, man. And it's gonna happen during the Passover. Or around that time,
Reads on, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. It reads verse 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Yeah, so who the hell is he to say he want to condemn the people out there? They already condemned, man. The Most High said all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, man. So who the hell are you saying you want individually, or for what I see it, you want individually condemn so many people out there, man? When you can't even be around that many people at the same time. It's like the brother says, it's impossible. It's fucking impossible. Exactly. Kind.
Fine.
Yeah, even stalkers recognize that we're out there. We're out there.
Oh, I just fucked up. Damn. All right, this is on Romans. Romans chapter 13, verse 13. It says, let us walk honest. I'm going to go to verse 11. Yeah, verse 11. And that knowing the time that now is the high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. You know, and that's what we know to be a fact that, you know, if you look at the signs and the prophecies, that's coming to pass. This is our Romans chapter 13, verse 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantoness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and make not provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. And that's the whole Super Bowl, man.
No, I was gonna say it says drunkenness, and did not Bud Light hand out free beer? You know, so it just you have already these Eagles fans, a bunch of drunkards and revelers, yeah, and rioters. You have all that, and then on top of that, Bud Light gonna go ahead and help. You know, yeah, exactly. Fan the fire. Yep.
And you see them already destroying the goddamn city. What you think is gonna happen today, tonight, when they gave them free fucking beer? You know. Kind.
Like, why would I go? First off, even if I wasn't in this truth, why would I? Even if I wasn't in this truth, why would I go to that, man? Why would you even concern yourself with all that fucking freakism and that madness, and the craziness of those people, man? All the spirits there. There's probably all kinds of spirits there right now. You know. Yep. Yeah, you have to have a spirit of Satan to eat horse shit off the floors, man. You had Edomites doing that shit, eating horse shit. All right, you had this fucking tutor right here getting hyper for the Super Bowl, and then this dude running into the fucking pole. You know, you got a bus full of fucking Edomites or a subway full of Edomites. Yep. See that? So you people, man, you people got to be destroyed for that. You know, there's no look. You need to repent. You know, while you still can, but you people, you're so integrated into the system. You know, oh yeah, you got that video right there. You know, looting the stores. And like I said, this isn't just Jake doing this shit. This is mainly Edomites doing this shit.
I got this article that said some experts said that it's mostly white people or Edomites, the Caucasians, that riot, man. You know, that tear the fucking city down.
Yeah, so if I can say something real quick. Like Jakes will riot in the city over so-called injustice. Esau riots in the city because they fucking won a goddamn Super Bowl, or they won a damn an NBA game like the Chicago Bulls. The way that everybody rioted in the city during that time. But when when Jake, he be rioting in the streets for so-called injustices, and he gets hell for that. You know, people talking about they should be shot. Cops should be shooting them on the street for doing that, but none of the cops were doing anything here. You know, so these people got to pay.
Yeah, this real quick. This article entitled "Why Do Fans Riot After a Win?" The science behind Philadelphia Super Bowl chaos. Which I'm just jump down all the way down to the point. It says Lewis, the sociologist who wrote a 2007 book on fan violence, believes that riots or that fan riots as a way to identify with and join in the victory of their teams. The rioters, he notes, are almost always young white males, with few women or older fans involved. It says they can't throw a football 60 yards like the quarterback can, but they can throw a rock through the window or pull down a light pole. Lewis said to them, it becomes their feat of strength and skill. Others say the very nature of sport contributes to the tendency for violence. Viewing a sporting event serves to both build up and relieve the destructive energy.
God. That quick scripture. This is 2 Timothy 2:4, and it reads, "No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier." All right, so we, of course, we are here in a spiritual war. All right, we're, of course, not going to go, and, physically get ourselves, of course, mixed up in amongst all of that folly that's going there. That puts us, of course, at a big risk of anything that can pop off. As, I mentioned, a terrorist attack can of course, happen and occur, in which, we can, of course, be blamed, of course, for that. All right, it's easy. There get this, nigga in a garment out there. All right, talking about fuck the so-called white man, while everybody out. He easy target, easy pickings.
No, it's just shit, I should forget what I was gonna say. Go.
Yeah. I mean, he's not even a brother. He doesn't have any discernment. He can't separate, between, what time it is. There's a time and place for everything that's under the heavens, all right? And it's not the time, of course, to be, going out there, of course, for vainglory, all right? Because that's what that actually is, all right? The brother that can't discern and know that, hey, we have jobs. We have, of course, other businesses, of course, we have to, of course, attend to, all right? Where we can't go out every day, all right? We have time where we do our studio shows, all right? And when things like that is going about, we don't want to be mixed up in that, all right? And, of course, the elders, of course, will, of course, be in support of that too. All right, they didn't command us to go out there. You, of course, saying, "Oh, Yahweh Shai came to you and told you brothers out to go out. This for Yahweh Shai. This ain't about me." All right. Yeah, if you Marco, you bringing up all, you got a fucking devil coming at you. Yeah, you got a damn devil in your ear telling you all type of things. All right, to go out, to go. Yeah, and I know you for sure. You had a demon on you and such, and I tried to tell you, to stay in order and such, and you even said that you was gonna go out and do your own thing. All right, you don't want to listen, of course, to any order. All right, you don't want to be under rule. All right, of in subjection under men. You keep saying, of course, about should we obey God rather than men? All right. Well, how about Shemi Shai set up men? All right, that's supposed to be, of course, look carefully over your souls, right? And those men, of course, they're gonna give you righteous counsel. All right, if you ain't built up enough, all right, if it was your time to, of course, to hold signs, of course, and be built up in the spirit, get these right breakdowns and such, and then, of course, it'll be your time to, of course, do videos. All right, because that's what, of course, you wanted to do. I want to do videos and do videos and do videos. Now it's you see you want to be the chief speaker out there on the highways and hedges, where it's just you your own. All right, you want all. What you need to understand, you want all of the glory. You don't want it for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's want it for you. All right, because really, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, I believe that you never had any power. You was just a nigga in the world, and then you seen this truth as a way to get power over everybody, niggas and all the rest of the nations. All right, and you really, you basically think you on a higher level than the whole the brotherhood that was set up. What how about Shem Yahshua set up? All right, the whole body. All right. Right. Yeah. And that's not even sincere. It's wicked. You got hate in your heart. All right. And we can clearly see all them demons coming, and they coming out of you. All right. We can see you. All right.
Kind. This is one of Peter's. Peter's chapter 4, verse 5. For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to the Most High in the Spirit.
Yeah, and before he even knew anything about the prophecies, the scriptures, 9 years ago, he was in the world. You know, we were out on the streets, you know, preaching the gospel in Philly. You know, we don't know what the hell he was doing. He was just a regular nigga in the world 9 years ago. We were out on the streets every single week preaching the gospel, but yet he's trying to make a claim that we don't go out because I'm a coward. You know, you can't back any of that up. Can't back any of that up. The only thing you can just keep recording that same recycled garbage on your little phone.
Let me read this real quick. This is Galatians 5. What's yours about? Galatians 5:21. Envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. So that's to the point, man. And that whole, parade is nothing but a reveling, The word reveling in the Greek is komos. It means a revel, carousal, a nocturnal and riotous procession of half-drunken and frolicsome fellows who, after supper, parade through the streets with torches and music in honor of Bacchus. And we seen the spirit of Bacchus right in the videos that the brother had up, and what they doing right now, in the spirit of Bacchus, man, or some other deity. And basically, football is just a religion. It's another god, man. Yeah, exactly, man. It's another god. It's another spirit. It's a familiar spirit. It's a damn demon, man. It says or some other deity, and saying, and that's what they do. They sing and play before houses of male and female friends. Hence, use, and what do? They got a whole ritual around the TV and all that shit, where they basically worshiping their team, watching the team play football. They got their stadiums and shit. Then they wear like a whole bunch of bullshit, costumes or whatever. It's the same shit. It's just Rome, Greece all over again. It says, hence use generally of feasts and drinking parties. And what's going to happen today? They all going to get drunk. They handing out free goddamn beer, and that are protracted till late at night. And that's from all day. This procession is from all day to all goddamn night, most likely the whole goddamn week, that are protracted till late at night and indulge in revelry. That was...
All right. Gotta yeah, I mean we basically about to close off and soon. I got one a precept. This out of Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter, and it will be I'll start at verse 10, and it reads, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord, in which, you, of course, neglect the body of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, separating yourself, all right, going off, all right, on your own understanding, all right, thinking, of course, that we are man pleasers and such, because that's what basically you think we are. You won't state it in the video, but basically, I believe you think I'm a man pleaser, of course, but like as you have stated, cooning for Plain Tables camp, all right. Right, like this is, rather we serve a God or the Most High or men, all right, so, you won't say it, but, I clearly say it, we know what you're saying, you don't have to, of course, to hide and be deceitful and, be mischievous.
We know what you're stating. All right, and if any of you, you brothers out there that seeing this dude, now of course, hopefully you got the record straight with this dude Makwa. All right, from of course, the brothers here at Great Millstone Playing Tables Camp. Watch out for the bull, because the guy, he's definitely a reprobate and he's looking for vainglory. All right. I'm gonna continue on, and it says, let's read it from the top. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable. All right. And you despise this wisdom. All right. You despise instruction given, of course, by the men that were set up over you. All right. Which Yahweh Shem Yahushai set up. All right. So, of course, to guide you. All right. But, of course, you don't want any type of guidance. You think that you have everything. You think that a binder and memorizing precepts and stuff like that is going to make you be, the man. All right. Because that's basically what you want to be. All right. I'm going to continue on. It says, and their hope is vain. All right. Which goes, of course, your name Makwa. When you go into it, I believe, what is it? To hope. You break it down, but your hope, of course, to receive salvation on this end, on the first way around, is vain, is worthless. All right, because you are clearly a man, of course, of disorder, dishonesty. You, of course, have no order. All right, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai has a cruel judgment. All right, waiting for you. All right, you thinking that you gonna even make it in Jacob's trouble? You gonna be the prey there, right there. And Esau gonna run up on you and fucking get you put to death. All right, for forsaking, of course, the brotherhood. All right, going on, it says their labors unfruitful. All right, and all that you think you're doing, out there on the highways and hedges during, Super Bowl or going out during the week, that's all gonna be vanity. All right, because you're doing it all for the vainglory. All right, you're not doing it for the Yahweh Shem Yahushai in all sincerity. All right, this is a thing, of course, about honesty. All right, and it's a thing about honor. All right, and there's a code to all of this. All right, it says, in their works unprofitable. All right, and that's it. That's really everything in the summation.
Con. Anybody else got any closing remarks? So, like the brother said, like, hope the record was set straight. That the guy who we referring to, Makwa, that record is set straight, and brothers know and mark that man, because he definitely caused divisions, and strifes, amongst us, and even other brothers outside of us, and we spoke about the Super Bowl, parade, none but folly and foolishness, So with that, we say hopefully brothers were edified. Until next time, shalom.
Yo, ain't even at the stadium yet. Yo. Oh! Get him. Oh! Ain't he all right? Yeah. Oh, he all right.